Hi there. How's it going today? You look like you just came from work.
Hey, yeah, I just finished a long day. It feels good to finally relax. How about you?
Same here. It's been one of those busy days. By the way, I don't think we've officially met. I'm Alex.
Nice to meet you, Alex. I'm Emma. Are you new around here?
Yeah, kind of. I moved to this city about 2 weeks ago for work. Still getting used to everything.
Oh, I see. Welcome then. What do you do?
I work in digital marketing. It's a mix of creativity and numbers, fun but sometimes stressful.
That sounds interesting. I work in education. I teach English to international students.
That's great. So you must meet people from all over the world.
Exactly. It's amazing how every student has a different story, different accent, different way of learning.
I can imagine. Speaking of accents, I'm trying to improve my English pronunciation too. Do you have any tips?
Sure. One simple thing that works well is shadowing. You listen to a sentence, then repeat it immediately, trying to copy the rhythm and tone.
Oh, I've heard of that. Like repeating after a podcast or a YouTube video, right?
Yes, exactly. It's a great way to train your mouth and ear together.
That makes sense. I'll try it. So, have you always lived here, Emma?
Not really. I grew up in the countryside, but moved here for university. I've been here ever since.
That's cool. I've only been here a short time, but I really like the vibe. People seem friendly.
Yeah, it's a nice city. Not too big, not too small. You can find good coffee shops everywhere.
I've already noticed that. I think I've tried 3 different cafes this week.
You're definitely adapting fast. So, how do you usually spend your weekends?
Mostly relaxing. Sometimes I go for a walk or I watch English podcasts to practice listening. What about you?
I like quiet mornings. I read, have coffee, maybe go to the park. Then I meet friends later in the day.
That sounds peaceful. By the way, you mentioned you teach English. What do you usually focus on with your students?
I try to make them comfortable speaking naturally. Many students know grammar rules, but they freeze when they have to talk.
Yeah, that happens to me too. I understand English when I listen, but speaking is another story.
That's totally normal. The key is to think in English instead of translating from your native language.
That's hard at first, right?
It is, but if you do daily shadowing and speak out loud, your brain starts to adapt.
So it's about creating small habits every day.
Exactly. Fluency comes from repetition, not from studying too much grammar.
That's encouraging. Sometimes I feel like I'll never sound fluent, but hearing that helps.
Trust me, you'll get there. Just focus on progress, not perfection.
Thanks, Emma. You sound like a great teacher.
Thank you. I just love seeing people grow in confidence when they speak English.
Do you have any favorite topics to discuss with students when they practice speaking?
Yes, daily life, feelings, travel, dreams, simple but real conversations. They help students express who they are.
That makes sense. It's easier to speak about real life than random textbook topics.
Exactly. When you talk about your real day, you practice both vocabulary and grammar naturally.
Like saying, I've just finished work, or I haven't had dinner yet.
Yes, that's the present perfect tense. We use it to talk about experiences or recent actions.
So, I've been in this city for 2 weeks. That's also present perfect, right?
Correct. You're describing something that started in the past and continues now.
Got it. This is actually clearer when I hear it in real examples.
That's why conversation and listening are so powerful. You learn grammar by feeling it, not memorizing it.
I totally agree. I think I'll start keeping a small English journal about my day too.
That's a great idea. You can write things like, I've had a good day, or I've met a new friend. It builds your grammar and confidence.
Thanks for the tip. Maybe next time we meet, I'll tell you about my week in English.
I'd love that. We can make it a weekly English chat.
Deal. Oh, and thank you for the friendly conversation today. It's nice to talk to someone patient and understanding.
Anytime, Alex. It was really nice meeting you. Have a good evening.
You too, Emma. See you around. Excuse me. Hi. Sorry to bother you. Could you help me for a second?
Of course. What's up? You look a bit lost.
Yeah, I think I am. I've been walking around for 10 minutes trying to find the train station.
Ah, the train station. You're close. You just need to walk straight down this street, then turn right at the second traffic light.
Okay, straight and then right at the second light. Got it. Is it far from here?
Not really. Maybe a 7-minute walk. You'll see a big sign that says Central Station. You can't miss it.
Thanks a lot. I'm new in town, and everything feels a bit confusing.
No worries. I remember feeling the same way when I first moved here. The streets can be tricky.
Yeah, I've already walked in circles twice. At least the weather's nice, so I don't mind walking.
True, it's a perfect day for exploring. Where are you heading after the station?
I'm planning to go to the old town. I heard it's beautiful and full of small cafes and street music.
Oh, yes, it's my favorite place. You'll love it. The buildings are colorful and the atmosphere is relaxing.
That sounds amazing. By the way, is there a good place to eat around there?
Yes, there's a cozy restaurant called Maple Garden. It's right next to the old fountain. They serve local dishes and really good coffee.
Perfect. I've been craving something local instead of fast food.
You're making the right choice. Local food here is simple but full of flavor.
Great. And one more question. How do I get back to the city center after visiting the old town?
You can take the tram. It stops right in front of the fountain. Just look for the number 4 line. It goes directly back to the city center.
That's easy enough. Do I need to buy a ticket in advance?
You can buy it at the ticket machine near the tram stop. Or if you have a travel card, just tap it when you get on.
Got it. Thanks so much. You've just saved me a lot of time.
No problem at all. I actually enjoy helping tourists. It's a good way to practice small talk.
That's true. I've learned so many new phrases today. Turn right, go straight, you can't miss it. Very useful.
Exactly. Direction phrases are great for daily English practice. Plus, they make you sound more natural when you travel.
I agree. In my country, we usually just use maps or GPS, so I forget how to ask people in person.
That's common, but speaking to real people helps you remember words faster. It's a kind of shadowing practice in real life.
That's a good way to put it. Every conversation becomes practice.
Yes, and when you use English in real situations, it becomes more natural, not like memorizing from a book.
So true. By the way, how long have you lived in this city?
Almost 5 years now. I came here for university and decided to stay after graduation.
Nice. You must know all the hidden spots by now.
A few of them, yes. There's a quiet park behind the old library. Hardly anyone goes there. It's perfect for reading or just thinking.
That sounds peaceful. Maybe I'll check it out later.
You should. It's just a 10-minute walk from the old town. You can follow the small street next to the bakery. It leads straight to the park.
Let me repeat that so I don't forget. From the old town, find the bakery, then follow the small street to the park, right?
Exactly. You got it.
This feels like a mini English lesson. I'm learning directions and exploring the city at the same time.
That's the best way to learn. Real-life English practice always sticks better than textbook lessons.
I agree. It's like learning by doing, not just studying.
Right. Plus, you're improving your listening skills right now. You've understood everything perfectly.
Thanks. I guess shadowing podcasts and YouTube videos really help with that.
They do. When you listen and repeat regularly, your brain gets used to the natural rhythm of English.
I've been trying to do that every morning, 10 minutes of listening before work.
That's a great habit. Consistency is what builds fluency.
Yeah, I'm starting to notice progress. I can catch more words and speak without translating too much.
That's the goal. You're training your brain to think in English.
Exactly. Well, thank you so much for your help and the conversation. You've made my day easier and more educational.
You're very welcome. Enjoy your time in the old town, and don't forget to try the local dessert.
Haha, I definitely won't. Take care and have a great day.
You too. Safe travels and good luck with your English journey.
Hey, John. It's been a long day. Are you hungry?
Yeah, a little. I was just about to grab something to eat. How about you?
Same here. I haven't eaten anything since lunch. Want to eat together?
Sure, sounds good. Where do you want to go?
I'm in the mood for Italian food. Maybe spaghetti or pizza?
Italian sounds great. There's a nice little restaurant on 5th Street. Have you been there?
No, I haven't, but I've heard good things about it. Do you think we need a reservation?
Not really. It's early, so we should be fine. What time do you want to go?
How about 6 o'clock? I don't like eating too late.
6 works for me. I usually get sleepy if I eat dinner after 9.
Same. Late dinners always make me tired.
All right then, 6 it is. Do you want to walk or drive there?
Let's drive. It's a bit far, and I think it might rain later.
Good idea. I'll pick you up around 5:45.
Perfect. Oh, and maybe after dinner, we can grab some coffee.
Sure, I know a cozy cafe nearby. They serve amazing cappuccino.
Sounds perfect. I could use a little caffeine boost. Hey, Sarah, long time no see. How's everything going?
Hey, Liam, I'm doing pretty well, just super busy lately. How about you?
Same here. Work's been crazy. I've been meaning to call you for weeks.
Really? That's so nice of you. I was just thinking about catching up too.
Yeah, we should plan something soon. Maybe grab a coffee or lunch?
That sounds great. I miss our weekend coffee talks. When are you free?
Let me think. I'm free this Saturday afternoon or Sunday morning.
Saturday afternoon sounds perfect. I usually sleep in on Sundays.
Same here. How about we meet around 2 p.m.?
That works. Where do you want to go? Same cafe as last time?
Yeah, Cafe Bloom. They have new desserts on the menu.
Oh, really? I'm in. I've been craving something sweet.
Awesome. I'll make a reminder on my phone so I don't forget.
Good idea. I'll set one too. My memory's been terrible lately.
Do you usually plan your week ahead or go with the flow?
I try to plan a little. It helps me stay organized, especially with work meetings.
Same here. I usually check my schedule every Sunday night.
That's smart. I always tell myself I'll do that, but then I forget.
Yeah, sometimes I just write things on sticky notes and lose them.
Oh, I do that too. My desk is covered with colorful notes.
At least they make your workspace look creative.
That's one way to put it. Organized chaos, I call it.
Exactly. But planning is important, especially when you're busy.
True. Without a plan, I end up wasting half the day deciding what to do.
Do you use a planner or just your phone calendar?
Mostly my phone. I like setting alarms for meetings and events.
Yeah, me too. It's so convenient. And I can share events with friends.
That's the best part. I can send invites and everyone gets reminders.
Exactly. Technology really makes scheduling easy.
Right. Though sometimes I miss writing things down by hand.
Yeah, it feels more personal, like journaling your week.
Totally. I used to keep a diary with weekly goals. It helps me stay motivated.
That's a good idea. I should start doing that again.
You should. It's great for tracking progress, not just time.
So after our coffee on Saturday, are you free in the evening?
Let me check. Yeah, I think so. Why?
I was thinking of watching a movie. There's a new comedy out.
That sounds fun. I haven't been to the cinema in ages.
Same. Watching on a big screen just hits different.
Totally agree.
What time does it start?
I think around 7 p.m. We could grab dinner before it starts.
Nice idea. Dinner and a movie. Classic weekend plan.
Exactly. I'll check the movie schedule and send you the details.
Perfect. Just text me when you find the time.
Will do. I'll make sure to book the tickets early this time.
Good call. Last time we waited too long and the seats were terrible.
Haha, yeah, lesson learned. By the way, do you ever use English to plan things with friends online?
Sometimes I chat with my English study group, so we practice by planning meetups.
That's smart. You can learn real-life phrases like, "Are you free tomorrow?" or "Let's meet at," etc.
Exactly. It's natural English, practical and easy to remember.
And it's great shadowing material. Just repeat those sentences out loud.
Yeah, it helps train your brain to think in English automatically.
That's the key to fluency, using real situations to learn.
Exactly. It's not just grammar, it's communication.
Right. We don't need perfect sentences, just clear conversation.
Totally agree. And that's what makes English fun to practice.
Exactly. Learning through real talk feels natural and relaxing.
All right, so Saturday at 2 p.m., Cafe Bloom.
Got it. And maybe dinner and a movie later.
Yes, I'll confirm everything by Friday.
Sounds good. I'll keep my schedule open.
Can't wait. It's been so long since we hung out.
Same here. I'm looking forward to it.
All right, see you Saturday.
See you, Liam.
Hey, Jake, you're finally here. I've been waiting in front of the clothing store.
Hey, Nina. Sorry I'm late. The traffic was terrible. So, what are you shopping for today?
I need a new jacket for work. My old one looks kind of worn out.
Got it. This store has some nice ones. Let's check inside.
Sure. Oh, wow. Look at this one. The color's perfect.
Yeah, that navy blue really suits you. Want to try it on?
Definitely. Where's the fitting room?
Right over there, near the mirrors. I'll wait here.
Okay, what do you think? Does it look good on me?
It looks great. It fits perfectly on your shoulders.
Yeah, I like it. But let's check the price tag. Oh, wow. It's kind of expensive.
How much is it?
$120.
That's a bit high. Maybe we can find something similar for less.
Good idea. Let's look around a bit more.
Here's another one. Same style, but it's on sale.
Really? Let me see. Oh, it's $90. That's better.
And the fabric feels nice. Try it on too.
All right, give me a second. Okay, how's this one?
It's not bad, but the first one looked more professional.
Yeah, you're right. The cheaper one feels a bit stiff.
Exactly. Sometimes it's worth paying more for quality.
True. I guess I'll take the first one.
Go for it. You'll probably wear it a lot anyway.
Yeah, I wear jackets almost every day for work.
Do you want to check the accessories section too? Maybe a new bag?
I shouldn't, but maybe just a quick look.
Haha, that's how shopping always starts. Just a look.
Exactly. And then somehow you leave with 3 bags.
So true. Oh, look at this leather bag. It's simple but elegant.
I love that style. What's the price?
It's $85. Not too bad for real leather.
Maybe next month. My budget's already crying.
Haha, I get that. Shopping can be dangerous for the wallet.
All right, let's go pay for the jacket.
Sure, there's no line at the counter. Perfect timing.
Hi, I'd like to buy this jacket, please.
They're asking if you want a membership card.
Oh, no thanks. I don't shop here often.
Would you like a paper bag or reusable one?
Reusable, please. I'm trying to be more eco-friendly.
Nice choice. I should start doing that too.
All right, payment done. Time to reward ourselves with some coffee.
Yes, there's a nice cafe across the street. Let's go.
You know, shopping in English-speaking countries can be a good way to practice conversation.
Totally. You can learn useful phrases like, do you have this in a smaller size? Or can I try this on?
Right. Or is this on sale? And can I pay by card?
Exactly. They're simple but super common.
I used to be nervous talking to store stuff in English.
Me too. But after a few times, you realize they're usually friendly and patient.
True. And every conversation helps build confidence.
Yes, even small talk at the counter can be great English practice.
So what do you usually say if you're just looking?
I usually say, I'm just browsing, thanks. That's polite and simple.
Oh, that's a good one. I'll remember that.
And if you want to ask for help, say, could you help me find this in another color?
Nice. Those are really natural phrases.
Yeah, they make shopping smoother and help you sound confident in English.
All right, coffee time. After spending all that money, I need caffeine.
Same, and maybe something sweet too.
Deal. Thanks for helping me shop today, Jake.
Anytime, Nina. Next time, it's my turn to buy something.
Haha, can't wait to see that.
You'll have to stop me from buying everything in sight.
Don't worry, I'll try my best.
Morning, David. You look happy today. What's the good news?
Hey, Emma. Yeah, I am. I just booked my vacation.
Oh, nice. Where are you going?
I'm going to Canada this Sunday. My family and I are flying to Toronto.
That's awesome. How long are you staying there?
About 2 weeks. We'll visit Toronto, Vancouver, and maybe Montreal.
Wow, that sounds like an amazing trip. When are you coming back?
On the 17th. Hopefully, I'll come back relaxed and ready for work again.
Haha, we'll see about that. Vacations always feel too short.
Yeah, true. How about you? Planning any trips this year?
Maybe. I've been really busy at work lately.
Same here. The new project has everyone staying late.
I know. Last week, I left the office at almost 10 o'clock.
Wow, that's late. I usually go to bed around that time.
Exactly. I really need to manage my schedule better.
It's hard when deadlines keep changing.
Yeah. But maybe after your vacation, things will slow down a bit. By the way, who was that woman you were talking to earlier?
Oh, that's Susan. She just joined the company last month.
Really? What does she do?
She's a lawyer. She works in the legal department.
Ah, I see. She seems really professional.
She is, and she speaks English fluently, even though she's not American.
Impressive. It's always great to work with people from different backgrounds.
Yeah, I've learned a lot from her already.
Who's the guy that was standing next to her in the meeting?
You mean the short guy on her right? That's Matt.
Oh, Matt. I've seen him before. He's in marketing, right?
Exactly. He's really good at presentations.
He seems nice, too. Is he new here?
No, he's been here for a few years. He's married, actually.
Got it. It's always hard to remember everyone when the company's growing so fast.
True. New faces every month.
By the way, are you going to the team dinner tonight?
Oh, I forgot about that. What time does it start?
At 7. We're meeting at the Italian restaurant near the office.
The one on 5th Street?
Yeah, that's the one. They've got great pasta.
Perfect. I'll finish my reports before 6, then head straight there.
Sounds good. Are you driving or taking the subway?
Probably the subway. Parking downtown is always a nightmare.
Good call. I'll take the subway too. We can go together. Oh, before I forget, did you hear about the new office schedule?
No, what happened?
Starting next week, we'll finish at 5 p.m. on Fridays.
Seriously, that's great news. More time for ourselves.
Yeah, everyone's excited. Finally, we can enjoy our Friday evenings.
That's going to make weekends feel so much longer.
Exactly. A little extra rest before another busy week.
By the way, I need to call a client later tonight.
Oh, are you working after hours again?
Yeah, but it's just a short call. The client's in a different time zone.
Ah, that makes sense. Working across time zones can be tricky.
Tell me about it. Last week, I had a meeting at 11 p.m.
Wow, you deserve that vacation even more now.
Exactly why I'm escaping for 2 weeks.
Before you go, are you sure you have everything ready for your trip?
Almost. I just need to pack my laptop and some travel documents.
Laptop? You're taking work on vacation?
Just in case something urgent comes up.
I knew it. You're one of those people who never stop working.
Haha, guilty. But I promise I'll rest too.
Good. Everyone needs a real break sometimes.
You're right. I'll try to disconnect, at least for a few days.
All right, I have a meeting in 5 minutes. Let's catch up later.
Sure thing. And don't forget to save me a seat at dinner tonight.
You got it. Have a great day, David.
Thanks. You too.
Hey, how's your family doing these days?
They're good. Thanks for asking. My parents just got back from a short trip to the countryside.
That sounds relaxing. Did they enjoy it?
Yeah, they said it was peaceful and quiet, just what they needed.
Do you live with your family or on your own?
I live with them for now. It's nice to have home-cooked meals every day.
That's true. I really miss my mom's cooking.
How often do you visit your parents?
Usually once or twice a month. We like to have dinner together and talk about what's going on in our lives.
That's a lovely habit. Spending time with family always feels good.
Do you have any siblings?
Yeah, I have an older sister. She lives in another city for work. What about you?
I have a younger brother. He's still in college.
Are you too close?
Pretty much. We argue sometimes, but we also help each other out.
Same here. My sister and I used to fight a lot as kids, but now we get along really well.
That's nice. I think relationships change as we grow older.
Absolutely. We start to understand each other more and appreciate what family really means.
What do you usually do when your family gets together?
We eat, talk, and sometimes play board games. It's simple but fun.
Sounds like a warm family moment.
Yeah, family time helps me relax after a busy week.
I agree. It reminds us of what's truly important.
Do you ever talk to your relatives abroad?
Sometimes, we use video calls to stay in touch. It's not the same as being there, but it helps.
True. Technology makes it easier to stay connected.
So, do you think family relationships are important for happiness?
Definitely. Even when we're busy, having people who care about us makes a huge difference.
Couldn't agree more.
Hey, good morning. You look really fresh today. Did you sleep well last night?
Morning. Yeah, I actually did. I went to bed earlier than usual. I've been trying to fix my sleep schedule lately.
That's great. I keep telling myself to sleep early, but somehow I always end up scrolling through my phone until midnight.
Oh, I know that feeling. I used to do the same, but now I turn off my phone 30 minutes before bed. It really helps.
That's a smart idea. What time do you usually wake up?
Around 6:30 a.m., I like to start my morning slow. I stretch, drink a glass of water, and do a few minutes of deep breathing.
Wow, sounds peaceful. I usually wake up late and rush to get ready for work. I skip breakfast most days.
Skipping breakfast? That's not good. Breakfast gives you energy for the day. Even something simple like fruit or yogurt helps.
Yeah, I should do that. My mornings are always a bit chaotic.
How's your health these days? Do you exercise regularly?
Honestly, not really. I spend most of my day sitting at my desk. Sometimes I feel tired, even when I haven't done much.
That's common for office workers. You should try short walks during breaks. Even 10 minutes can make a difference.
You're right. I read somewhere that movement helps your brain stay active too.
Exactly. I try to do light workouts 3 times a week. It keeps my mind clear and my body more energetic.
What kind of workouts do you do?
Mostly simple ones stretching, a bit of yoga, sometimes jogging around the park. Nothing intense, just enough to feel good.
I've been thinking of joining a gym, but I always lose motivation after a week.
Maybe start small. You don't need a gym to stay healthy. Just walking or doing a few home exercises can help.
That makes sense. So, what does your usual daily routine look like?
Well, I wake up around 6:30, as I said. After stretching, I make breakfast, usually eggs, toast, and coffee. Then I go to work.
Sounds nice. What about after work?
I usually take a short walk or read something relaxing. I try to avoid screens before bed. It really improves my sleep.
I should try that. I usually go straight to my laptop after dinner, watching YouTube or Netflix until I'm too tired.
It's okay to relax with a show, but balance is key. Your mind needs quiet time too.
You're right. I think I should plan my evenings better. Maybe add some time for reading or journaling.
That's a great idea. Writing down your thoughts helps you understand your day better and reduce stress.
Do you journal?
Sometimes, I write a few sentences about what I'm grateful for. It helps me focus on the good things, even on tough days.
That's inspiring. I guess small habits make a big difference in health and mood.
Absolutely. Health isn't just about exercise. It's about how you live. Sleep, food, emotions, everything.
True. Lately, I've been trying to drink more water and eat more vegetables. I feel lighter and less tired.
That's great progress. Hydration really affects your energy levels.
Do you ever feel stressed or anxious?
Of course, everyone does. But I've learned to manage it. When I feel stressed, I go for a walk, stretch, or listen to calm music.
I usually just scroll social media when I'm stressed, but that doesn't really help.
Yeah, it can make things worse. Try mindful breathing instead. Just sit quietly, close your eyes, and focus on your breath for a few minutes.
That sounds simple. I'll give it a try tonight.
You should. Once it becomes part of your daily routine, you'll notice how calm and focused you feel.
Do you follow any specific diet or just eat whatever you want?
I try to eat balanced meals, not too strict, but I avoid too much sugar and fast food.
I really need to cut down on fast food. It's convenient, but it makes me feel sluggish.
Yeah, homemade meals are better. Even preparing something simple can be fun and healthy.
What about weekends? Do you stick to your routine then?
Not exactly. Weekends are more flexible. I wake up later, go out with friends, or spend time with family. But I still try to get enough rest.
That's good balance. I often use weekends to catch up on sleep and clean the house.
That's productive too. Resting is important. You can't stay healthy if you're always running on empty.
Do you think mental health is just as important as physical health?
Definitely. They're connected. If your mind is stressed, your body feels it too.
Yeah, I've noticed that. When I'm anxious, I get headaches or can't sleep.
Exactly. That's why self-care routines matter. Even small actions like taking a walk, meditating, or reading can reset your mind.
You make it so simple. I guess we often forget that taking care of ourselves doesn't have to be complicated.
That's right. Just start with one small change. Go to bed earlier, stretch in the morning, or drink more water.
Little steps build strong habits. I'll start tonight. No phone before bed and maybe some light stretching.
Perfect start. You'll feel the difference in a few days.
Thanks for the motivation. Talking about health always reminds me that small daily actions really shape how we feel.
Exactly. Healthy living is about consistency, not perfection. You don't need to do everything at once. Just keep showing up for yourself every day.
That's a great message. I think I'll create a morning routine checklist. Wake up early, stretch, eat breakfast, and go for a walk.
That's an excellent plan. Once it becomes natural, you'll notice your energy, focus, and mood improving.
Thanks for sharing your routine. I feel inspired to take better care of myself.
Anytime. We're all learning to balance life and health. The key is to be kind to yourself and enjoy the process.
I'll remember that. Health isn't a goal, it's a journey.
Well said. Now, how about a cup of green tea to end our healthy talk?
Perfect idea. Let's go. Hey, you're here early today. Did you drive or take the bus?
I took the bus. My car's at the mechanic, so I'm using public transport for now.
Oh, I see. How was the ride?
Not bad. It was a bit crowded during rush hour, but I managed to find a seat.
That's lucky. I used to take the bus every day before I got my motorbike.
Oh yeah? How long did it usually take?
About 40 minutes on average, but sometimes longer if there was traffic.
Yeah, traffic can be terrible in the mornings. That's why I try to leave earlier than most people.
Smart move. I always get stuck in traffic because I leave at the last minute.
That's me sometimes too. But when I plan ahead, the day feels less stressful.
True. By the way, do you like traveling?
Absolutely. Traveling is my favorite way to relax and learn about the world.
Same here. When was your last trip?
About 2 months ago, I went to Da Nang for a short vacation. Beautiful beaches, great food, and friendly people.
Oh, I love that city. Did you fly there or take the train?
I flew. It was only a short flight, about an hour. But I prefer trains sometimes. They feel more relaxing.
Yeah, trains have that slow, peaceful rhythm. You can look out the window and just enjoy the view.
Exactly. And you don't have to worry about luggage weight or airport security checks.
True. Flying is fast, but stressful.
Especially with delays. I once had a flight delayed for 4 hours. It ruined my whole schedule.
That sounds frustrating. I had that happen once too, on my way to Bangkok.
Oh, did you travel for work or vacation?
It was a business trip, but I stayed a few extra days to explore the city. The food was amazing.
Thailand is on my list too. I'd love to try authentic street food and visit the temples.
You should. Traveling opens your mind and gives you new perspectives.
I agree. Even short weekend trips can recharge your energy.
Definitely. So, what's your dream destination?
Maybe Japan. I want to see the cherry blossoms and their culture.
Oh, me too. I've watched so many travel vlogs about Japan. Everything looks so organized and clean.
Yeah, their trains are famous for being on time, like exactly to the minute.
That's amazing. Here, sometimes the bus is late and we just have to wait and hope it comes soon.
True. But at least technology helps now. I use an app to track the bus schedule. It's pretty accurate.
Really? I should try that. I always end up guessing when the next one will come.
It makes life easier. Also, I started walking short distances instead of always using transport. It's good for health, too.
I like that. Sometimes walking helps clear your mind. You notice small things you usually ignore when driving.
Exactly. I once walked home after work and I discovered a small coffee shop I'd never seen before.
That's cool. I think exploring your own city on foot can feel like a little adventure.
Totally. Do you remember your first time traveling alone?
Oh, yes. I was so nervous. It was my first solo trip abroad to Singapore.
Wow, how was it?
Amazing. At first, I was scared of getting lost, but everything was so well organized. It was easy to navigate the subway.
That's great. I've heard their transportation system is one of the best.
Yeah, clean, safe, and always on time. What about you? Have you ever traveled alone?
Once, I went backpacking across northern Vietnam. It was spontaneous, but it turned out to be one of the best experiences of my life.
That sounds incredible. Traveling alone gives you so much freedom, right?
Yes, you can go anywhere, eat anything, and change plans anytime. But sometimes it gets a little lonely.
True. True. But that loneliness also teaches you to be comfortable with yourself.
That's deep. I think travel helps you grow in ways that staying home never can.
Exactly. Every trip changes you a little bit. You return home, but you're not quite the same person anymore.
So true. And the memories stay forever, the people you meet, the food you try, the unexpected moments.
Speaking of unexpected, have you ever had any travel problems?
Oh, plenty. Once I missed my train because I read the ticket wrong. I had to wait 4 hours for the next one.
Ouch. That must have been annoying.
It was, but I ended up chatting with some local travelers and made new friends. Sometimes mistakes lead to good stories.
That's a great attitude. I once lost my luggage at the airport, but they returned it a day later. It was stressful, but I learned to pack essentials in my backpack.
That's smart. I always keep my important things, passport, charger, toothbrush, in my carry-on now.
Yeah, travel teaches you to be prepared. You learn through experience.
Exactly. And even when things go wrong, it becomes part of the adventure.
I like that mindset. Life's a bit like travel. You can't control everything, but you can enjoy the ride.
Well said. Maybe that's why I love being on the road. It reminds me that life keeps moving forward.
Beautifully put. So, any plans for your next trip?
I'm thinking of visiting Japan next spring, if I can save enough. How about you?
I might go somewhere closer first. Maybe a weekend trip to the mountains. I just need some quiet time in nature.
That sounds perfect. Sometimes short trips are even more refreshing than long ones.
Yeah, it's not about how far you go, but how you experience it.
Exactly. Traveling teaches us to slow down, to see, to listen, and to appreciate the moment.
I couldn't agree more. Whether it's a long journey or a short ride, it's all about learning and living.
Speaking of rides, we should probably catch the next bus or we'll be late.
True. Let's go. And maybe talk about our next travel plans on the way.
Deal. Maybe we can even plan a trip together someday.
That would be awesome. Let's make it happen. Hey, what are you up to this weekend? Got any fun plans?
Not sure yet. I might stay home, read a bit, maybe watch a movie. What about you?
I'm planning to go hiking with some friends. There's a new trail about an hour from the city.
Sounds exciting. I haven't been hiking in ages. I miss being surrounded by nature.
Yeah, it really clears your mind. After a long week of work, I need that kind of break.
Totally agree. I think having hobbies helps us stay balanced. It's not just about relaxing, it's about doing something that makes you feel alive.
Well said. So, what kind of hobbies are you into these days?
I've been learning guitar recently. I'm still a beginner, but it's been really fun.
Oh, that's cool. How long have you been playing?
Just a few months. I watch YouTube tutorials and practice simple songs. It's challenging, but I like the process.
That's awesome. Music is such a great hobby. It's creative and relaxing at the same time.
Exactly. When I play, I forget about everything else for a while. It's like therapy.
I get that. I feel the same way when I paint. It's not about being good, it's just about expressing yourself.
Oh, you paint. That's amazing. What kind of things do you like to paint?
Mostly landscapes or abstract shapes, sometimes just colors and moods. I don't follow any rules.
I love that. Art should be free. I think hobbies remind us that not everything has to be perfect or productive.
True. Some people think free time is wasted time, but I see it as a way to recharge.
Same here. Even watching a movie or playing a game can be meaningful if it helps you unwind.
Speaking of movies, have you watched anything good lately?
Yeah, I just watched The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. It's about a man who escapes his routine by daydreaming of adventure.
Oh, I love that one. It's inspiring, isn't it? It makes you want to travel and live more boldly.
Exactly. It made me realize how small hobbies can turn into big dreams if we keep following them.
That's so true. I think hobbies tell a lot about who we are. They show what makes us happy without pressure.
Yeah, some people play sports to release energy, some cook to express love, others garden to find peace.
What about you? Besides guitar, what else do you enjoy?
I love photography. I started taking photos during the pandemic, just on my phone, but now I use a real camera.
That's a great hobby. What do you usually photograph?
Mostly streets, people, and small everyday moments. I like capturing stories that others might overlook.
That's beautiful. Photography makes you see the world differently. You start noticing details, light, faces, colors.
Exactly. It teaches patience, too. Sometimes I wait 10 minutes just for the perfect light.
I admire that. I think patience is something we lose in modern life.
True. But hobbies slow us down. They help us reconnect with the moment.
I agree. My cousin started gardening for that reason. She said planting seeds taught her how to be calm and consistent.
That's amazing. Watching something grow must be so rewarding.
Yeah, she says it feels like therapy. Do you prefer indoor hobbies or outdoor ones?
A mix of both. I like being outdoors when the weather is nice, but on rainy days, nothing beats staying in with a book or my guitar.
I know that feeling. On Sundays, I love making a cup of tea, putting on soft music, and reading.
That sounds perfect. What kind of books do you usually read?
Mostly self-growth or travel books, sometimes novels that make me think deeply about life.
I like that. I've been reading Atomic Habits recently. It's all about how small habits can change your life.
Oh yes, that book is so practical. It even helps with hobbies, like how to make them part of your routine.
Exactly. I started practicing guitar just 10 minutes a day after reading that, and now it's become natural.
That's how progress happens, slow and steady.
Yeah, hobbies don't need pressure. You just need joy and consistency.
I like that idea. Joy and consistency. That's the formula for growth in anything.
Totally. Even spending free time with loved ones counts,
like cooking together, playing games, or just talking.
Yeah, sometimes the best hobby is simply being present with people you care about.
Exactly. I used to think hobbies had to be something creative or productive, but now I realize it's about connection.
Right. Some people find happiness in the smallest routines, like making coffee, walking their dog, or watering plants.
Yeah, and those tiny rituals become moments of peace. That's what makes life beautiful.
You know, talking about hobbies reminds me how important free time really is.
Totally. It's not just free time, it's your time to feel alive.
Well said. Sometimes we get so busy that we forget to enjoy the simple things.
That's why weekends are sacred to me. Even if I don't go anywhere, I make sure I do something that makes me happy.
That's a great mindset. I think hobbies help us stay creative in life and work.
Exactly. When you do something you love, you return to work more inspired.
Yeah, it's like recharging your inner battery.
Right. Even taking a walk or listening to music can reset your mood.
Speaking of music, what's your favorite type to listen to while relaxing?
I love acoustic and lo-fi music, something soft and calming.
Same here. It creates the perfect background for thinking or journaling.
Yeah, I listen to it when I edit photos. It helps me focus.
Sounds peaceful. Maybe next time we can go take photos together. You bring your camera and I'll bring my sketchbook.
That sounds like a great plan. We can find a quiet park and spend the afternoon doing what we love.
Perfect. That's the best kind of weekend. Doing something creative and calm.
Agreed. It doesn't need to be fancy to be meaningful. Just time well spent.
You know what? I think hobbies keep us young at heart.
Absolutely. When you do something just because you love it, you feel free again, like a kid.
Exactly. Maybe that's what we're all looking for, to feel that simple joy again.
Yeah, and hobbies give us that, one little moment at a time.
Well, I'm inspired now. I think I'll pick up painting again this weekend.
That's great. I'll probably practice guitar and maybe take some photos at sunset.
Sounds like we both have creative weekends ahead.
Definitely. Let's catch up next week and share what we made.
Deal? And maybe we can inspire each other to keep going.
I'd love that. After all, hobbies are better when shared with friends.
Hey, do you remember what life was like before smartphones?
Oh, definitely. We actually had to remember phone numbers and use paper maps. Can you imagine?
I know, right? Now we can do almost everything with just one device. Talk, work, shop, learn, even make friends.
It's crazy how fast technology has changed our lives. Sometimes I wonder how people managed before all this.
Yeah, technology makes life easier, but it also makes us a bit lazy.
True. I rely on my phone for everything, setting alarms, checking directions, even tracking my steps.
Same here. I use mine to take notes and remind myself of things. It's like my second brain.
Exactly. But when I forget my phone at home, I feel lost.
Do you spend a lot of time on social media?
I do, more than I'd like to admit. I use Instagram, YouTube, and sometimes TikTok.
Yeah, same here. I use YouTube a lot, especially for English podcasts and shadowing practice.
Oh, that's a good idea. Learning English while scrolling sounds productive.
Do you think social media is good or bad for us?
It's both, honestly. It connects people, but it also creates pressure. Everyone seems to have a perfect life online.
That's so true. Sometimes I catch myself comparing my life to others, even when I know those pictures are edited.
Yeah, we forget that people only post their best moments. Real life is messier than it looks on Instagram.
How do you usually use social media?
Mostly to stay updated, follow news, and watch videos. What about you?
I use it to learn English podcasts, motivational talks, and tech reviews. I try to follow accounts that inspire me.
That's a healthy way to use it. I wish I could be more mindful online.
Do you ever take breaks from social media?
I tried once, for a week. It felt strange at first, but after a few days, I actually felt calmer.
Yeah, digital detox can be refreshing. I did it last month, and I realized how much time I waste scrolling.
Same. Sometimes I open an app just to check one thing, and suddenly an hour is gone.
It's like the apps are designed to keep us hooked.
They are. The endless feed, the notifications, it's all meant to grab our attention.
Exactly. That's why I turn off most notifications. It helps me focus better.
I should do that too. My phone buzzes all day, and I can't resist checking it.
What kind of technology do you think you couldn't live without?
Probably my phone and laptop. I use them for work, studying, and entertainment.
Same. I also rely on my smartwatch. It reminds me to move, drink water, and even breathe.
Wow, that's cool. Technology is becoming like a personal assistant.
Yeah, and AI is getting smarter too. Have you tried using AI tools for work or learning?
A few times. They're great for organizing notes, checking grammar, and even practicing English.
I agree. It's like having a personal tutor available anytime.
Exactly. But sometimes I wonder, what if technology replaces too many jobs in the future?
That's a valid concern. Automation is already changing many industries.
Yeah, but I think technology also creates new opportunities. We just need to keep learning and adapting.
True. That's why improving digital skills is so important.
And English, too. Most new tools, apps, and online communities use English.
Do you ever feel like technology affects your mental health?
Sometimes, yes. When I spend too long online, I feel tired and distracted.
I know that feeling. I try to limit screen time, especially before bed.
Me too. Staring at screens late at night really affects sleep.
What do you usually do when you're offline?
I go for a walk, read a book, or just listen to music without checking my phone.
That sounds nice. I usually spend time with family or cook something new. It helps me disconnect.
It's important to balance technology with real-life experiences.
Yeah, because sometimes we forget to live in the moment.
Exactly. We're too busy capturing everything instead of actually experiencing it.
True. I've started putting my phone away when I'm out with friends. It makes conversations more real.
That's a great habit. I should try that next time.
Do you think social media has changed the way people communicate?
For sure. We text or comment instead of calling or meeting face-to-face.
Yeah, even emojis have replaced real emotions sometimes.
Exactly. It's faster, but also less personal.
Still, I think it's amazing how we can connect with anyone, anywhere.
Totally. I have friends from different countries because of social media.
That's one of the best parts. Technology can make the world smaller, in a good way.
Yeah, it helps us learn from different cultures and share ideas easily.
So, in the end, it's all about how we use it.
Right. Technology isn't good or bad on its own. It depends on our choices.
Agreed. If we use it mindfully, it can really help us grow.
Exactly. Maybe we just need to stay in control instead of letting the screen control us.
Well said. Maybe that's the real challenge of modern life.
To stay connected, but not addicted.
Perfectly put. Hey, how have you been feeling lately? You seem a little quiet these days.
Yeah, I guess I've just been a bit tired and stressed out. Work's been really busy, and I haven't had much time to rest.
I know what that's like. It's so easy to get caught up in everything and forget to take care of ourselves.
Exactly. I keep pushing myself, but sometimes I just feel drained, mentally and emotionally.
Do you think about mental health often?
More than I used to. People talk about it more these days, which is good. It's becoming less of a taboo topic.
Yeah, it's important. We all have ups and downs. Taking care of your mind is just as important as taking care of your body.
Absolutely, but sometimes it's hard to know how to do that.
What usually helps you feel better when you're stressed?
I like going for a walk or listening to calm music. It clears my head.
That's nice. I usually write in a journal. Just putting my thoughts on paper helps me process them.
That's a great idea. I've heard journaling can really help people understand their emotions.
Yeah, it's like talking to yourself in a healthy way.
I like that. I think reflection is important. We often ignore what we're truly feeling.
True. Sometimes we distract ourselves instead of facing what's really bothering us.
Right, but when we slow down and listen to ourselves, we can start to heal.
How do you usually handle bad days?
Honestly, I used to just scroll through social media or watch videos to escape. But lately, I've been trying to sit with my emotions instead.
That's hard to do, but it's powerful.
Yeah, it's not easy. Sometimes I cry, sometimes I just breathe, but it helps me let go.
I think a lot of people forget that it's okay to not feel okay.
Exactly. We're human. We all have moments when things feel heavy.
Yeah, pretending to be fine all the time just makes it worse.
I agree. Real strength is being honest about how you feel.
Do you talk to anyone when you're feeling low?
Sometimes I talk to a close friend or my sister. It feels good to be heard.
That's important. Having someone who listens without judging makes a big difference.
Definitely.
Even a short chat can lighten the mood.
You know, sometimes just saying what's on your mind helps release the pressure.
Yeah, I think people underestimate how healing conversations can be.
That's why I like doing this podcast. Talking about emotions openly can help others too.
Absolutely. It reminds people they're not alone.
What do you think causes stress for most people today?
Probably overwork, pressure to succeed, and comparing ourselves to others online.
Yeah, that comparison trap is dangerous. Everyone seems perfect on social media.
Exactly. But no one posts their bad days, so we end up feeling like we're the only ones struggling.
That's why I think we need more honesty, both online and in real life.
Totally. Sometimes I remind myself that happiness isn't about being positive all the time.
Right. It's about balance, accepting both good and bad moments.
Yeah, life feels lighter when we stop fighting our emotions and start understanding them.
Beautifully said. Acceptance is healing. Have you ever tried meditation or mindfulness?
I've tried a few times. At first, it felt strange to just sit still and focus on breathing, but it really helps calm my mind.
Same here. It's like pressing pause in the middle of a noisy day.
Exactly. Even 5 minutes of mindfulness can make a difference.
What about gratitude? Do you practice that?
Yes, I try to list 3 things I'm thankful for each night before sleeping.
That's such a good habit. Gratitude changes how we see things.
Yeah, it reminds me that even on tough days, there's always something good to hold on to.
I like that. For me, gratitude helps me stay grounded.
Same. It shifts focus from what's missing to what's already here.
Exactly. It's not about ignoring problems, but appreciating small joys.
Like a morning coffee, a kind message, or a quiet walk.
Those moments are simple but powerful.
They really are. I think that's the secret. Slowing down enough to notice them.
Yeah, when we live too fast, we forget what makes life meaningful.
Totally. Peace comes from presence, not perfection.
That's a great reminder. I think emotional health is about awareness, noticing what's going on inside without judging it.
I agree. Awareness helps us respond instead of react.
And when we respond calmly, life feels less chaotic.
Exactly. It's like learning to surf the waves instead of drowning in them.
How a perfect metaphor. Life will always have waves. We just have to learn to balance.
Yeah, and be kind to ourselves when we fall.
Self-compassion is key. We're all learning as we go.
True. Healing isn't a straight line, it's a journey.
So, what's one thing you'll do this week to take care of your mental well-being?
I think I'll spend a weekend offline. No phone, no work, just rest and nature.
That sounds wonderful. I'll do the same. Maybe read a book and watch the sunset.
Perfect plan. Sometimes peace is closer than we think. We just need to make time for it.
You're right. Let's make this week a peaceful one.
Deal. And maybe we'll remind someone else to do the same.
That's the beauty of sharing. It spreads healing.
Exactly. Take care of your mind, and everything else will follow.
Couldn't agree more.
Do you ever think about how different learning feels now compared to when we were younger?
All the time. Back then, learning meant sitting in a classroom, listening to a teacher, and memorizing facts. Now it feels more personal, like we learn to grow, not just to pass exams.
Yeah, I agree. I think education used to be about performance. Now it's more about understanding ourselves and the world.
That's so true. It's not just about what we learn, but how we learn and why we want to learn.
Did you enjoy studying when you were in school?
Honestly, not really. I studied because I had to, not because I wanted to. It felt like a duty, not a choice.
Same here. But as I got older, I realized learning is much more enjoyable when it's driven by curiosity.
Exactly. When you learn something you actually care about, it sticks with you.
What's something new you've learned recently?
I've been learning how to edit videos and create online content. It started as a hobby, but now I really enjoy it.
That's awesome. I've been learning more about psychology and how the brain works. It helps me understand people better.
That's so interesting. I love how learning never really ends.
Yeah, lifelong learning is such a powerful idea.
It is. I think the best learners are the ones who stay curious.
Definitely. You don't have to be in school to be a student.
Right. The world is the classroom now. Books, podcasts, videos, conversations, everything teaches us something.
I like that. It's amazing how technology makes learning so accessible now.
Totally. You can take online courses, watch lectures, or listen to English podcasts while cooking dinner.
Yeah, learning fits into your daily life. It's not separate from it anymore.
And that makes it easier to stay consistent.
Have you ever thought about how learning shapes your mindset?
Absolutely. The more I learn, the more I realize how much I don't know. It's humbling.
Same. It teaches patience and reminds us to stay open-minded.
Yes, and it helps us grow emotionally too, not just intellectually.
You know, sometimes I think education is less about gathering information and more about becoming a better version of yourself.
I love that. True education changes your attitude, not just your knowledge.
Exactly. It's about learning to think critically, to empathize, and to see things from different perspectives.
That's real wisdom, when knowledge turns into understanding.
Did you have a teacher who really inspired you?
Yes, my English teacher in high school. She made learning feel alive. She told stories, asked questions, and made us think deeply.
That's amazing. I had a history teacher like that too. He didn't just teach facts, he taught us how to see connections between the past and the present.
Those are the teachers we remember, the ones who made us curious, not just smart.
Exactly. They remind us that learning isn't about getting everything right. It's about exploring, asking questions, and being brave enough to not know.
Yes, I think that's what holds many people back, the fear of looking stupid or making mistakes.
True, but mistakes are part of the process. Every failure is just a lesson in disguise.
Well said. That's something school doesn't always teach us, how to fail gracefully and try again.
Right. Real learning happens outside our comfort zone.
And that's what lifelong learning is all about, staying curious, open, and adaptable.
Exactly. The world changes so fast, and so do we. Continuous learning keeps us alive inside.
Yeah, it keeps our minds young, no matter how old we are.
What do you think motivates people to keep learning?
For me, it's curiosity and the desire to improve. I want to understand things more deeply.
I feel the same. Learning gives life meaning. It's like fuel for the mind.
Yes, and it connects people too. When we share knowledge, we grow together.
That's such an important point. Education isn't just personal, it's social.
Exactly. When one person learns something new, they can inspire others. It creates a ripple effect.
Like when someone starts learning English and then helps their friends practice.
Yes, that's how communities grow, by sharing what we know.
I like that. It's amazing how technology makes learning so accessible now.
Totally. You can take online courses, watch lectures, or listen to English podcasts while cooking dinner.
Yeah, learning fits into your daily life. It's not separate from it anymore.
And that makes it easier to stay consistent.
Have you ever thought about how learning shapes your mindset?
Absolutely. The more I learn, the more I realize how much I don't know. It's humbling.
Same. It teaches patience and reminds us to stay open-minded.
Yes, and it helps us grow emotionally too, not just intellectually.
You know, sometimes I think education is less about gathering information and more about becoming a better version of yourself.
I love that. True education changes your attitude, not just your knowledge.
Exactly. It's about learning to think critically, to empathize, and to see things from different perspectives.
That's real wisdom, when knowledge turns into understanding.
Did you have a teacher who really inspired you?
Yes, my English teacher in high school. She made learning feel alive. She told stories, asked questions, and made us think deeply.
That's amazing. I had a history teacher like that too. He didn't just teach facts, he taught us how to see connections between the past and the present.
Those are the teachers we remember, the ones who made us curious, not just smart.
Exactly. They remind us that learning isn't about getting everything right. It's about exploring, asking questions, and being brave enough to not know.
Yes, I think that's what holds many people back, the fear of looking stupid or making mistakes.
True, but mistakes are part of the process. Every failure is just a lesson in disguise.
Well said. That's something school doesn't always teach us, how to fail gracefully and try again.
Right. Real learning happens outside our comfort zone.
And that's what lifelong learning is all about, staying curious, open, and adaptable.
Exactly. The world changes so fast, and so do we. Continuous learning keeps us alive inside.
Yeah, It keeps our minds young, no matter how old we are.
What do you think motivates people to keep learning?
For me, it's curiosity and the desire to improve. I want to understand things more deeply.
I feel the same. Learning gives life meaning. It's like fuel for the mind.
Yes, and it connects people too. When we share knowledge, we grow together.
That's such an important point. Education isn't just personal, it's social.
Exactly. When one person learns something new, they can inspire others. It creates a ripple effect.
Like when someone starts learning English and then helps their friends practice.
Yes, that's how communities grow, by sharing what we know.
Do you think formal education is still important in this digital age?
Definitely. But it's not the only way to learn anymore. Traditional education builds structure, but real growth happens when you apply knowledge in life.
I agree. Experience teaches lessons no classroom can.
Exactly. Both are important. Theory gives us understanding, and experience gives us wisdom.
That balance is everything. It reminds me that learning doesn't stop when we graduate.
Yes, graduation is just the beginning. The rest is up to us.
And that's both exciting and scary. We become our own teachers.
True, but it also gives us freedom to learn what truly matters to us.
How do you keep yourself motivated to keep learning?
I try to learn things that make me curious or improve my life in some way. I set small goals, like learning one new word or idea each day.
That's great. I like to connect what I learn to real situations. It helps me remember it better.
Yeah, learning by doing is the best way. Practice makes progress.
Have you ever taught someone something you learned?
Yes, I helped a friend practice English for an interview once. Teaching helped me understand things more deeply.
Exactly. Teaching is another form of learning. When we explain something to others, we also grow.
That's why I believe sharing knowledge is a beautiful part of learning.
I couldn't agree more. Education is like a flame. When you share it, it doesn't burn out. It spreads light.
That's such a lovely way to put it. Learning truly is a light that never fades.
And it's one of the few things that no one can ever take away from you.
Exactly. Once you've learned something, it becomes part of who you are.
So, what's next on your learning list?
I want to improve my public speaking skills. I've always admired people who can express themselves clearly.
That's a great goal. I want to learn more about photography. I love the idea of capturing stories through images.
Beautiful. I think learning is a lifelong conversation between curiosity and creativity.
That's perfectly said. The more we learn, the more alive we feel.
Yes, because learning isn't just about knowing, it's about becoming.
And the best part, it never ends.
Exactly. Every day gives us another chance to learn something new.
Whether it's a skill, a lesson, or a bit of wisdom, learning keeps us growing.
Always. Stay curious, humble, and keep learning. That's the real secret to a meaningful life.
You know, I've been thinking a lot about money lately. Not in a greedy way, but in a realistic one. How we manage it, how it affects our peace of mind.
I understand. Money doesn't buy happiness, but it gives us stability, options, and freedom. Things that make happiness easier to reach.
Exactly. I used to avoid thinking about money, as if it were something dirty or shallow. But now I see it's just a tool. It depends on how you use it.
That's true. I think personal growth also includes learning how to deal with money, saving, spending wisely, and planning for the future.
Did you ever struggle with money management when you started working?
Oh, absolutely. I used to spend without thinking. I wanted to enjoy life, but I wasn't saving anything. Then one day I realized I was living paycheck to paycheck.
I can relate. I had that phase too. It took a while for me to understand the value of budgeting.
Same here. Now I try to follow a simple rule: spend less than you earn and invest the rest.
That's a good mindset. I think money management isn't taught enough in schools.
Exactly. We learn about math, science, history, but not how to handle real-world finances.
Right. It's ironic that so many people graduate without knowing how credit works or how to build savings.
That's why I started reading books and watching videos on personal finance. It opened my eyes.
What's one lesson you learned about money that changed your mindset?
That it's not about how much you earn, but how much you keep. Lifestyle inflation is real. The more you make, the more you spend.
True. I've learned that contentment is more valuable than constant desire.
Exactly. Chasing more can make you lose appreciation for what you already have.
Do you believe in having multiple sources of income?
Definitely. Relying on one job feels risky these days. It's smart to build small side projects or passive income streams.
I agree. I've been thinking about turning my hobby into something profitable, like teaching English online.
That's a great idea. When your passion becomes your income, work feels more meaningful.
Speaking of work, do you feel fulfilled in your career?
Honestly, I do now, but it took me years to get here. I used to chase job titles instead of purpose.
Same. I thought success meant a fancy job or a high salary, but now I value balance and personal growth more.
Exactly. A job is just one part of life, not the whole thing. If it consumes your happiness, it's not worth it.
I've noticed that people define success differently. For some, it's financial freedom. For others, it's peace of mind.
Yes, for me, success means waking up excited for the day and feeling proud of what I do.
That's a beautiful definition. I think personal growth comes when we stop comparing our journey to others.
Absolutely. Comparison steals joy. Growth happens when you measure progress against your own past self.
Have you ever felt stuck in your career before?
Many times. There were days when I felt lost, unsure if I was doing the right thing. But every struggle taught me something new.
I can relate. Sometimes being stuck forces us to rethink what we really want.
Exactly. Growth often begins with discomfort.
It's funny how personal growth and career growth are connected. When you work on yourself, everything else improves.
Totally. You communicate better, make smarter decisions, and see challenges as opportunities.
Yes, and you stop working just for money. You start working for purpose.
That's the difference between surviving and truly living.
Do you have a personal routine for self-improvement?
I do. Every morning, I spend 15 minutes journaling or reading something that motivates me. It keeps me grounded.
That's great. I usually take a short walk and think about what I'm grateful for. Gratitude helps me focus on progress instead of problems.
I love that. Gratitude turns what we have into enough.
You know, I used to think that self-growth was about big achievements, like getting promoted or starting a business. But now I see it's about small, consistent habits.
Yes, consistency is the real secret. Success is built one small step at a time.
Exactly. Just like learning English. Practice every day, even a little, and you'll improve.
That's a great example. The same rule applies to money, work, and personal development.
What do you think holds people back from growing?
In career or personally.
Fear. Fear of failure, fear of change, fear of not being good enough.
Yeah, fear can stop progress before it even starts.
That's why courage matters. Growth doesn't mean being fearless. It means moving forward despite fear. That's powerful. I think many people forget that failing is part of success.
Exactly. Every successful person has failed. They just didn't stop trying.
I like that. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of the journey.
Yes. And when we stop seeing failure as shame, we start seeing it as growth.
How do you stay motivated when progress feels slow?
I remind myself why I started. Purpose keeps me going when results don't show yet.
That's true. I also try to celebrate small wins along the way. They remind me I'm moving forward.
That's such a good habit. Sometimes we wait for big achievements and forget to enjoy the small steps.
Do you believe money can help with personal growth?
In a way, yes. When you're financially stable, you have space to focus on growth, learning, creativity, experiences.
I agree. But if money becomes the goal itself, you lose the meaning behind it.
Exactly. Money should support your purpose, not replace it.
I think one of the biggest lessons I've learned is that wealth is not just about money. It's about health, time, relationships, and peace.
Well said. True wealth is being able to live freely, do what you love, and spend time with people who matter.
Yes, and having the mindset to keep growing, that's priceless.
Absolutely. Growth is the one thing that compounds faster than money.
So, what's next for you in your personal growth journey?
I want to keep improving my emotional intelligence, learning to listen, communicate, and lead with empathy.
That's a wonderful goal. I think I want to focus on discipline, showing up even when I don't feel like it.
Discipline and emotional intelligence, two keys to a balanced life.
Definitely. With those two, you can build both success and peace.
You know, our relationship with money and career often reflects how we feel about ourselves.
That's deep, but so true. When you value yourself, you make better decisions.
Exactly. Confidence brings clarity in work, money, and life.
And that clarity helps you grow not just richer, but wiser.
In the end, I think personal growth is about freedom.
Freedom from fear, from comparison, and from the need to prove yourself.
Yes, freedom to live with purpose and peace.
And that's something no amount of money can buy, but a lifetime of learning can earn.
You ever sit quietly and just think about what your life means? Like, what are we really here for?
I do that a lot, actually, especially late at night when everything feels still. I start to wonder, am I living the life I'm meant to live, or just following what's expected of me?
That's such a powerful question. I think many of us spend years chasing goals that aren't really ours. We get so caught up in what society says success should look like.
Exactly. Study hard, get a job, buy a house, that kind of path. But somewhere along the way, we lose touch with our dreams, the things that once made us come alive.
I remember when I was a kid, I used to dream of becoming an artist. But then people told me it wasn't practical. They said dreams don't pay the bills.
I've heard that too. Be realistic, they say. But realism without passion feels empty, doesn't it?
Completely. It's like living with the volume turned down. You go through the motions, but something's missing.
And the sad part is, many people never notice what's missing until it's too late.
I think purpose is what gives life meaning. Without it, even success feels hollow.
I agree. Purpose doesn't always mean changing the world. Sometimes it just means doing something that feels right to your soul.
Yes, it can be as simple as helping others, creating something, or growing as a person every day.
That's true. I once read that purpose isn't found, it's built. You create it through the choices you make daily.
That's beautiful. And it takes courage to follow that path, because purpose often requires letting go of comfort.
Right. Growth and purpose rarely live in the comfort zone. You have to face fear, uncertainty, and doubt. That's where transformation happens.
I think that's why dreams scare people. They demand change. They ask you to believe in something you can't see yet.
Exactly. Dreams are like seeds. They need time, patience, and faith to grow.
Do you think everyone has one true purpose?
I don't think it's just one. Maybe we have many purposes at different stages of life. When we're young, it might be learning. Later, it might be giving, teaching, or creating.
That makes sense. Purpose evolves, just like we do.
Yes, and that's the beauty of it. We're always discovering new parts of ourselves.
What about you? What feels like your purpose right now?
I think it's helping others find their voice. Whether through teaching or listening, I feel alive when I see someone grow because of something I shared.
That's meaningful. For me, it's storytelling. Connecting people through shared experiences, making them feel less alone.
That's powerful. Purpose doesn't have to be loud or big. Sometimes it's quiet, but deeply human.
Have you ever felt lost? Like you didn't know what your purpose was anymore?
Many times, especially when things didn't go as planned. But I learned that being lost is part of the journey. It forces you to look within.
I know that feeling. It's uncomfortable, but sometimes confusion is the space where clarity begins to form.
Exactly. When everything falls apart, it's often because something better is trying to come together.
I think that's what dreams teach us, resilience. You fall, you fail, you doubt yourself, but you keep going.
Yes, dreams test your commitment. They ask, how much do you really want this?
And the answer isn't always easy, but each setback builds strength. Each mistake adds wisdom.
That's true. Every dreamer learns that success isn't just about reaching the goal, but about who you become on the way.
Sometimes I wonder, what if we're already living our purpose, but we just don't see it?
That's an interesting thought. Maybe purpose isn't something distant, but something we live in small moments, like kindness, learning, or love.
I like that. Maybe the meaning of life isn't hidden in big achievements, but in simple acts done with intention.
Yes, like being present, caring for others, or choosing gratitude even on hard days.
Gratitude really changes perspective, doesn't it?
Absolutely. When you're grateful, life feels richer, even when nothing outside has changed.
I've started keeping a gratitude journal, just writing 3 things I'm thankful for every day. It keeps me grounded.
That's a wonderful habit. Gratitude is like a quiet form of prayer. It reminds you that life is already full of meaning.
I think that's why some people who have very little still seem deeply happy. They find meaning in connection, not possessions.
Yes, they live with presence. They don't chase what's next, they appreciate what's now.
And that's something I want to learn, to live more intentionally, to slow down and really see life.
Me too. When you slow down, you notice the beauty in simple things. The sound of rain, the warmth of sunlight, the smile of a stranger.
Do you think it's possible to live without chasing anything?
Maybe not completely. We're human, we dream and desire. But I think the key is chasing with awareness, knowing why you want something.
Yes. If the chase comes from fear or ego, it drains you. But if it comes from love or purpose, it energizes you.
Exactly. The same action can feel completely different depending on the intention behind it.
You know, sometimes I imagine being old and looking back at life. I don't think I'd regret failing. I'd regret not trying.
That's so true. Regret often comes from chances we didn't take, not the ones that didn't work out.
I guess that's why following your dreams, even imperfectly, matters so much.
Yes, because the act of trying shapes your soul.
What do you think the meaning of life is, if you had to answer in one sentence?
I'd say to grow in love. For yourself, for others, and for life itself.
That's beautiful. I think mine would be to experience life fully, to feel, to learn, to give, and to leave something good behind.
Both sound true. Maybe there isn't one right answer. Maybe the meaning of life is different for everyone.
Yes, like a song with many melodies, but the same rhythm. We're all searching for connection and peace.
And maybe the dream isn't something we chase outside, but something we awaken inside.
That's so profound. It reminds me that every step we take, every choice we make, can be part of our purpose if we walk it with awareness.
Exactly. Purpose isn't about finding yourself. It's about creating yourself, piece by piece, through the life you live.
And when we do that, even ordinary days start to feel meaningful.
So, to anyone listening right now, don't be afraid of dreaming. Don't be afraid of not knowing everything yet.
Yes, you don't have to have it all figured out. Just take one step, follow what feels true, and let life unfold.
Because purpose doesn't happen in a single moment. It grows slowly, quietly, as you keep becoming who you're meant to be.
Exactly. And maybe, in the end, the real dream is not about achieving more, but about becoming more alive. Do you ever feel like time is slipping through your fingers? Like, no matter how much you try to slow down, the days just disappear.
All the time. I'll blink and suddenly a week is gone. It's strange. When we were kids, time felt endless. Now it feels like it's always running ahead of us.
I know what you mean. Maybe it's because we're always rushing, always thinking about what's next instead of being where we are.
Yeah, it's like we live in fast forward. Even our rest time feels scheduled, like we're trying to optimize everything, even relaxation.
That's the irony, isn't it? We have so many tools to save time, but somehow we feel busier than ever.
Exactly. We multitask, automate, plan, yet at the end of the day, we still say, I didn't have enough time.
Maybe it's not about having more time, it's about using the time we have more consciously.
Right. Sometimes I think balance isn't about doing everything, but about choosing what really matters.
Do you believe in work-life balance?
I think balance is more of a feeling than a formula. Some days work takes more space, sometimes rest does. It's not always even, and that's okay.
I like that. Balance isn't about perfection, it's about awareness. Knowing when to pause, when to push, and when to let go.
Yes, because if we don't stop to breathe, life becomes a checklist, not a journey.
I used to think being busy meant being productive, but now I realize I was just avoiding stillness.
That's deep and true. Stillness can be uncomfortable. When you slow down, you start to face yourself, your thoughts, your emotions.
Yeah, and sometimes that's scarier than being exhausted.
It is. But that's also where clarity comes from. In the quiet moments, we often avoid.
Have you ever gone through a big change that forced you to slow down?
Definitely. When I left my old job, I felt lost at first. But that pause gave me space to see what I really wanted from life.
I relate to that. Change often feels like falling apart, but sometimes it's just life making room for something new.
Exactly.
We fear change, but it's one of the few things that's truly constant.
Funny how we spend so much energy resisting change when it's the very thing that helps us grow.
True. Without change, we'd never evolve. Every new chapter begins with something ending.
That's such a comforting thought, that endings aren't failures, just transitions.
Yes, and sometimes what feels like the end is actually a quiet beginning.
You know what's interesting? Time doesn't really change. It's always the same. It's us who change in how we experience it.
That's so true. A minute can feel eternal when we're waiting, but it disappears when we're happy.
It's all about presence. When we're truly present, time feels full, not fleeting.
That's why mindfulness matters. It's not about meditating all day, it's about actually living the moment you're in.
I think we lose balance when we try to control time instead of flowing with it.
Yes, we try to hold on, but time keeps moving. Maybe balance is learning to move with it, gracefully, not forcefully.
Like dancing with change instead of fighting it.
Exactly. Letting time teach us instead of trying to master it.
Sometimes I look at old photos and feel both sad and grateful. Sad that the moment is gone, but grateful that I lived it.
That's beautiful. I think that's how we make peace with time, not by clinging to the past, but by cherishing it.
Yes, because memories are proof that we've really lived.
And change reminds us that we're still living, still growing, still becoming.
Do you think balance means finding peace with both joy and pain?
I think so. Life isn't meant to be only light. Without darkness, we wouldn't appreciate it.
That's true. Sometimes balance isn't about fixing everything, it's about accepting everything as it is.
Yes, acceptance is a quiet kind of strength. It doesn't mean giving up, it means flowing with reality instead of fighting it.
How do you personally find balance in your day?
I try to start slow. No phone, no rush. Just a few deep breaths, maybe a cup of tea.
That sounds peaceful. I do something similar at night. I reflect on what I'm grateful for before sleeping. It helps me feel complete.
Those small rituals really help, don't they? They give structure to the chaos.
Yes, they turn ordinary moments into something sacred. Have you ever felt like you were running out of time to achieve your goals?
Oh, yes, especially when I see others succeeding faster. But I've learned that everyone's timeline is different.
I needed to hear that. Comparison really steals peace.
It does. Your time will come, just maybe not when you expect it.
It's comforting to remember that time isn't against us. It's our companion.
Exactly. Time doesn't rush us, we rush ourselves.
Maybe true balance is learning to trust time, to let things unfold naturally.
Yes, because everything that's meant for us comes when we're ready, not when we're impatient.
I think the challenge is to live slowly in a world that moves fast.
That's a beautiful way to put it. Slow living isn't about doing less, it's about doing things with more meaning.
Yes, like enjoying your morning coffee instead of drinking it while checking emails.
Exactly. It's small, but those moments give our days depth.
When I think about balance, I picture it like breathing. Inhale and exhale, work and rest, hold and release.
That's perfect. Balance isn't a final state, it's a rhythm we keep adjusting to.
Yes, like the tide, always moving, always finding its way back to calm.
That's a lovely image. Balance is not stillness, it's graceful motion.
So maybe time isn't the enemy, it's a teacher.
Yes, and change isn't chaos, it's growth.
And balance isn't something to achieve once, it's something to practice every day.
Exactly. A gentle reminder to live, to pause, and to begin again.
I like that. To begin again. It means no matter how far off balance we fall, we can always return.
Yes, life is forgiving like that. Every sunrise is a quiet invitation to start fresh.
So in the end, time passes, things change, but we can always choose how we move through it.
And that choice, that awareness, is where true balance begins.
Do you ever wonder what really connects people? I mean, beyond small talk, beyond social media, the kind of connection that feels real.
I think about that a lot. These days, we're more connected than ever, but somehow people feel lonelier. It's strange, isn't it?
It is. We send messages instantly, we see each other's lives online, yet we don't always feel seen.
Maybe because true connection requires more than communication. It needs presence, attention, and empathy.
Empathy.
That's something we don't talk about enough. It's like emotional listening, right?
Exactly. It's not just hearing words, it's feeling what the other person feels. It's sitting with their pain, not trying to fix it.
That's hard for a lot of people, including me. I used to think helping meant giving advice, but sometimes it just means being there.
Yes, silence, when shared with care, can be the loudest kind of support.
You know, I once read that loneliness isn't about being alone. It's about not being understood.
That's so true. You can be surrounded by people and still feel invisible.
And sometimes you meet someone for the first time, and they just get you, like they speak the same emotional language.
Those connections are rare, but they remind us that we're not as separate as we think.
Have you ever had a conversation that changed the way you saw life?
Yes, actually. A stranger once told me that compassion is the highest form of intelligence. It stuck with me.
That's powerful, because it means kindness isn't weakness, it's wisdom.
Exactly. Anyone can be clever, but being kind when the world is harsh takes real strength.
I think we forget that everyone is fighting an unseen battle.
Yes, and if we truly understood that, maybe we'd be gentler with one another and with ourselves.
That's something I'm still learning, to show myself the same compassion I show others.
That's a big one. We talk about self-improvement, but not enough about self-kindness.
Have you ever noticed how compassion can change the energy in a room?
Definitely. When one person chooses patience over anger, it softens everyone else.
Yeah, it's contagious. Just like negativity spreads, kindness does too.
It's like emotional resonance. What we put out, others mirror back.
I think that's what makes the human experience so fragile and beautiful. We affect each other in ways we can't even see.
Exactly. One small act of care can ripple through someone's life without us ever knowing.
That's humbling, isn't it? To realize that we're constantly shaping each other's stories.
It is. And it makes me want to be more intentional with my words, my tone, even my silence.
I've noticed that when we're disconnected from others, it's often because we're disconnected from ourselves.
That's a deep thought. Maybe connection starts inside, with self-awareness, self-acceptance.
Right. If we can't sit with our own feelings, how can we hold space for someone else's?
Yes, compassion outward begins with compassion inward.
Sometimes I wonder if the rush of modern life makes us numb to empathy.
It does. We scroll past pain, skip real conversations, and replace touch with emojis.
Yeah, we mistake visibility for connection.
And in doing so, we forget the power of simple presence, just sitting next to someone, no phone, no rush.
When was the last time you really felt seen by someone?
Probably when a friend listened without judging, just letting me speak freely. That kind of attention feels rare.
I agree. When someone listens not to reply, but to understand, it's healing.
Yes, it's almost sacred. That quiet space where you feel safe to be fully human.
It's funny how connection often happens in moments of vulnerability.
True. We think strength is about hiding our pain, but it's actually about sharing it.
Exactly. The moment you say, I don't have it all together, someone else says, me too.
And suddenly, the wall between you disappears.
I think that's why stories matter. They remind us that we're all living versions of the same emotions: love, fear, hope, loss.
Yes, stories are bridges. They connect hearts across time and experience.
Even this, what we're doing now, it's a kind of connection through words and voice.
It is. And that's the beauty of language. It's not just communication, it's communion.
Do you think compassion can really change the world?
I think it already does, just not in loud ways. It's in the quiet acts, helping, forgiving, listening.
The small things that no one applauds, but that make life softer for someone else.
Exactly. Compassion might not make headlines, but it makes humanity bearable.
I once heard someone say, we all just want to feel less alone. That stayed with me.
Same. Because no matter our differences, culture, age, background, we all crave belonging.
Yes, that universal longing to be understood, to be loved without performance.
And maybe compassion is the language that speaks to that need, beyond words.
Have you noticed how we often connect more deeply through pain than through joy?
Yes, pain humbles us, softens us. It reminds us that we're fragile,
and that we need one another.
That's what makes compassion so human. It grows from our shared vulnerability.
And it turns that vulnerability into strength, a strength that heals rather than defends.
Sometimes I think compassion isn't taught, it's remembered.
That's a beautiful way to put it. We're born with empathy, but the world teaches us to guard it.
True. Then life gives us chances to relearn it through heartbreak, mistakes, and forgiveness.
Yes, compassion is like light. Even when dimmed, it never truly goes out.
If you could teach one thing to everyone, what would it be?
To listen with your heart, not just your ears. Because when people feel heard, they begin to heal.
That's powerful. I'd probably teach that kindness doesn't need to be earned. It should be given freely.
I love that. Maybe the world doesn't need more opinions. It needs more compassion.
So connection, compassion, humanity, they're not goals, they're practices.
Yes, they're daily choices. To pause before judging, to forgive before turning away, to reach out before it's too late.
And in those choices, we find meaning, not in what we achieve, but in how we make others feel.
Exactly. Because in the end, what stays isn't what we built, but how we loved.
That's beautifully said. Maybe connection isn't something we find, it's something we nurture.
Yes, every kind word, every act of care, every shared silence adds to it.
And when we live that way, the world feels a little less lonely.
A little more human. And maybe that's all we've ever needed.
Do you ever wake up and just feel thankful? Not for anything big, but for simply being alive.
Yeah, sometimes. Those quiet mornings when the sunlight hits your room just right. You take a deep breath, and for a moment, everything feels enough.
I love that feeling. It's like life whispers, you don't have to chase anything right now.
Exactly. Gratitude turns ordinary moments into something sacred.
I used to think gratitude was about big things, success, milestones, recognition.
Me too. But now I think it's more about awareness, seeing what's already here instead of what's missing.
That shift changes everything. When you stop waiting for happiness and start noticing it, life feels lighter.
Yes, gratitude doesn't give you more, it makes you realize you already have enough.
It's funny how our minds always want more, isn't it?
It is. We're wired to chase, to compare, to climb, but sometimes peace comes from slowing down.
That's hard in today's world. Everyone's measuring success in numbers, followers, money, likes.
True. But gratitude invites us to step off that treadmill and just breathe.
I've started keeping a gratitude journal, just a few lines each night. It helps me see the good, even on bad days.
That's a beautiful habit. Writing it down makes it real, doesn't it?
It does. Some days it's something small, like a good cup of coffee or a friend's message.
Those small moments are the ones that quietly build peace.
Have you ever noticed how gratitude and acceptance are connected?
Yes. When you accept things as they are, you stop fighting life, and that's where gratitude grows.
Exactly. Acceptance isn't giving up. It's making peace with what's real.
It's saying, this is what's happening right now, and I choose not to resist it.
But that's not easy, especially when things don't go as planned.
True. Acceptance can feel like surrender, but it's actually strength. It takes courage to stop controlling everything.
Yeah, we spend so much energy wishing life were different instead of embracing what is.
And ironically, when we stop fighting, we find clarity and sometimes even joy.
I used to think peace meant silence or escaping from problems.
Same here. But now I think inner peace is about staying calm in the middle of life's noise.
Like being the still point in a turning world.
Exactly. It's not the absence of chaos, it's the presence of balance.
Meditation helped me understand that. Sitting still, just watching my thoughts without judgment.
That's powerful. It teaches you that thoughts come and go, but you don't have to follow all of them.
Yes, sometimes peace isn't found by doing more, but by letting go.
Letting go of expectations, regrets, even the need to be perfect.
Do you think acceptance means we stop trying to improve ourselves?
Not at all. It means we grow from a place of love, not frustration.
That's a beautiful distinction. Change becomes natural, not forced.
Right. You can accept yourself fully and still move forward gently.
There's a quiet kind of power in being at peace with yourself.
Yes.
When you stop chasing validation, you start listening to your own rhythm.
I think that's where true confidence comes from. Not proving, just being.
And that kind of peace shines through everything you do.
Gratitude, acceptance, peace. They all seem to feed each other.
They do. Gratitude softens the heart, acceptance calms the mind, and peace fills the soul.
Beautifully said. It's like they form a circle. One leads to another.
Yes, and the more you practice them, the more natural they become.
I remember a time I was struggling, lost, anxious, restless, and someone told me, you can't control the waves, but you can learn to surf.
I love that metaphor. It's all about flow. Life keeps moving, but we can choose how to move with it.
Exactly. Fighting the current only exhausts you. Acceptance lets you float.
And in that surrender, you often find strength you didn't know you had.
What helps you find peace on difficult days?
Honestly, I step outside. Nature has a way of reminding me how small my worries are.
Same. Watching the sky, listening to the wind, it's grounding.
It's like nature whispers, everything changes, and that's okay.
I think peace begins when we stop resisting change.
Yes, gratitude helps with that too. Appreciating the present instead of fearing the future.
Exactly. Gratitude keeps us here, now. And here, in this moment, life is always enough.
Sometimes we think peace is something to reach, but maybe it's something to return to.
That's a lovely thought. Peace isn't far away. It's hidden beneath all the noise we carry.
Right. We just have to quiet the mind enough to hear it again.
Like tuning a radio. The signal was always there. We just need to adjust the frequency. I've learned that gratitude makes life softer, even when things are hard.
Yes. You start noticing the good between the cracks. The laughter, the lessons, the love.
And that noticing slowly turns into peace.
Peace doesn't mean everything's perfect. It means you're okay, even when it's not.
I think that's what we're all searching for. Not endless happiness, but quiet peace.
Yes. A heart at ease, a mind that trusts, a soul that rests.
That's beautiful. Maybe that's what gratitude gives us. Not more things, but more calm.
And acceptance gives us space to breathe. Together, they create inner freedom.
If you could give one piece of advice to someone looking for peace, what would you say?
I'd say, stop running. Sit still. Notice what's already good.
That's powerful. I'd say forgive. Others, yourself, and the moments that didn't go as planned.
Yes, because forgiveness is a doorway to peace.
And gratitude is the key that opens it.
And perfect is the heart.
You know, I think peace isn't found, it's remembered.
I agree. It's always been within us, waiting beneath the noise.
And when we learn to accept, to thank, and to let go, we return home to it.
Yes, inner peace isn't a destination. It's coming home to yourself.
That's a beautiful ending thought. Gratitude, acceptance, peace. 3 simple words, 1 quiet truth.
That peace isn't somewhere else. It's right here, in this breath, in this moment.
Have you ever noticed how life changes right when you think you figured it out?
All the time. It's like the moment I get comfortable, something shifts. A job, a friendship, even how I feel inside.
Yeah, change has this strange rhythm. It comes quietly, sometimes gently, sometimes like a storm.
And no matter how much we resist it, it still happens. That's life's way of reminding us we're meant to evolve.
I used to fear change a lot. I thought stability meant safety.
I get that. We all crave something solid to hold on to. But maybe stability isn't about things staying the same. It's about learning how to stay grounded while everything moves.
That's beautifully said. Stability inside, even when the outside world shifts.
Exactly. It's less about control and more about balance.
I think part of growing up is realizing that letting go doesn't mean losing.
Right. Letting go is an act of trust. Trusting that something new will take its place even if we can't see it yet.
Sometimes we hold on out of fear. We think if we let go, we'll fall apart.
But often the truth is the opposite. When we let go, we make space for something better.
There's a quiet courage in releasing what no longer fits your life.
Yes, it takes strength to walk away from familiar pain and step into unfamiliar peace.
That's the kind of resilience no one sees. the silent rebuilding within.
True. Resilience isn't about pretending everything's fine. It's about falling and still finding the strength to rise again.
Do you think resilience is something we're born with or something we learn?
I think it's both. We're all born with the instinct to survive, but resilience, that's something we shape through experience.
Yeah, like a muscle. It gets stronger each time life challenges us.
Exactly. Every hardship leaves behind wisdom, even if it hurts while we're learning it.
When I look back, the times I thought I'd break were the times I actually grew the most.
Same here. Growth often hides inside discomfort.
That's what makes change so complicated. It brings pain and progress at the same time.
Yes, it's like pruning a tree. You cut away old branches so new ones can grow.
But letting go doesn't always feel peaceful at first, does it?
No, it feels like loss. Even when you know it's the right thing, it still hurts.
I guess grief is part of letting go. You have to mourn the version of yourself or the life you're leaving behind.
Exactly. Healing isn't linear. Sometimes you feel okay, then suddenly miss what you've already released. And that's okay.
There's something deeply human about that. Loving, losing, learning, and starting again.
Yes, it's the rhythm of existence. The heart breaks, then rebuilds itself stronger.
Resilience isn't being unbreakable. It's being able to heal.
And to keep your heart open, even after it's been hurt. That's real strength.
I used to think resilience meant always being positive, no matter what.
Me too. But now I think it's more honest, allowing yourself to feel everything and still move forward.
Yeah, resilience isn't denial, it's acceptance.
Acceptance that pain is temporary, that storms pass, and that even the darkest night ends with sunrise.
I like that. Sometimes when I'm struggling, I tell myself, this moment won't last forever.
That's a powerful reminder. Nothing is permanent. Not joy, not pain, not even fear.
And maybe that's what makes life beautiful. Everything changes, so every moment becomes precious.
Exactly. Impermanence teaches us to cherish what we have while it's here.
You know, there's a quiet freedom in letting go.
There is. It's like unclenching your fists after holding on too tightly.
You finally realize the weight you carried was optional.
And once you release it, you make room for peace.
Sometimes the hardest part is forgiving yourself for holding on so long.
Yes, we often blame ourselves for not moving on sooner. But healing has its own timing.
That's true. We let go when we're ready, not when others say we should.
And readiness comes when the pain of holding on becomes heavier than the fear of release.
Have you ever let go of something that changed your life?
Yes, I left a job that drained me, even though I was terrified of what came next. But once I did, I felt lighter.
That's brave. Sometimes the hardest choices are the most necessary ones.
They are. Letting go isn't the end of something. It's the beginning of something new.
I think life is a series of letting go, of moments, people, versions of ourselves.
Yes, and every time we do, we uncover another layer of who we really are.
That's beautiful. Change becomes less about loss and more about discovery.
Exactly. We're not losing ourselves, we're returning to our truth.
I've realized that peace doesn't come from holding everything together.
It comes from trusting that even if things fall apart, you'll still be okay.
That's resilience in its purest form. Faith in yourself.
Yes, faith that you can rebuild, reinvent, and rise again.
You know, when we stop clinging, life begins to flow more naturally.
True. It's like water. It moves freely, finding new paths without forcing anything.
Maybe that's what going with the flow really means. Not giving up, but trusting the current.
And knowing that even if the direction changes, you'll still find your way.
It's amazing how much peace comes from a simple truth. You don't have to control everything.
Yes, when you let go of control, you gain clarity.
And sometimes life surprises you with something better than you imagined.
That's the beauty of surrender. It's not defeat, it's trust.
So, in the end, change teaches us resilience, and resilience teaches us how to let go.
Exactly. It's a circle. We change, we grow, we release, and through it all, we become lighter.
Maybe the art of letting go is the art of living.
I think so. Because to live fully, you have to accept that nothing lasts forever, and love it anyway.
That's the paradox of life, isn't it?
The more we accept endings, the more we appreciate beginnings.
Yes, change, resilience, letting go, they're not separate lessons. They're one long conversation between the heart and time.
Beautifully said. Life changes us, but somehow it also teaches us to stay soft through the storms.
And that softness, that willingness to feel and to release, is what makes us truly alive.
You know, I've been thinking a lot about what it means to start over.
Yeah, it's not easy, is it? Most people fear it. The idea of beginning again, leaving the familiar behind.
True. But maybe starting over isn't about failure. Maybe it's about renewal, like life giving you another chance to try again, but this time with wisdom.
I like that. Every ending carries the seed of a new beginning. It's like nature. Winter always makes way for spring.
That's such a comforting thought. Sometimes when we lose something, it feels like the world stops, but it's just pausing, waiting for us to catch up.
Exactly. The pause isn't punishment, it's preparation. Renewal often starts in the quiet, when you least expect it.
I've noticed that. When everything falls apart, something deeper begins to grow. Something stronger, more authentic.
Yes, because renewal doesn't come from running away from pain, but from sitting with it, learning what it's trying to teach you.
Hope plays such a big part in that process, doesn't it?
It does. Hope is like light. It doesn't erase the darkness, but it helps you find your way through it.
I love that. I used to think hope was naive, like wishful thinking. But now I see it's actually an act of courage.
Absolutely. To hope is to believe that tomorrow can be different, even when today feels impossible.
There's something deeply human about that. Hope is what keeps us alive when logic says to give up.
It's the quiet voice inside that says, keep going. You're not done yet.
And maybe that's what renewal really is. Not a sudden transformation, but the slow rebuilding of faith in life.
Yes, renewal doesn't happen in a single moment. It unfolds in small, steady steps.
You know, I once lost everything I thought defined me. My job, my plans, even some people I loved. It felt like the world had erased me.
That must have been really painful.
It was. But looking back, it forced me to rebuild from the inside out. I had to rediscover who I was without all the labels.
That's the gift hidden inside loss. It strips away what's false and brings you back to what's real.
There's something freeing about realizing you can begin again, no matter your age or mistakes.
Yes, life doesn't stop offering chances just because we failed before. Every sunrise is proof that we can start fresh.
I love that image, the sunrise. It's quiet, reliable, and yet it changes everything.
Exactly. The sun rises even when the sky is full of clouds. Hope is like that too, persistent and patient.
But starting over isn't just about hope. It's also about letting go of the story you keep telling yourself about the past.
True. You can't move forward if you're still living in yesterday.
Sometimes the hardest part of beginning again is forgiving yourself for the old version of you.
Yes, forgiveness is what clears the path. Without it, we just circle the same pain over and over.
When I finally forgave myself, I stopped asking why did this happen and started asking what can I create from here?
That's powerful. Renewal begins with that question. What can I create from here?
It shifts the focus from regret to possibility.
Exactly. And in that shift, something beautiful happens. You start to trust life again.
Do you think people fear starting over because they don't trust themselves?
I think so. We get used to identifying with our routines, our past, our pain. Without them, we feel lost.
But maybe getting lost is part of finding ourselves again.
Yes, sometimes you have to lose the map to discover a new path.
It's funny. We often look for big, dramatic signs that our life is changing. But renewal usually begins quietly.
Right. It's in the small things. The morning you wake up with a little less heaviness, or the moment you laugh again after a long time.
Those moments remind us that healing doesn't shout, it whispers.
And those whispers eventually turn into songs of hope.
There's also something deeply spiritual about renewal. It feels like reconnecting to something greater than yourself.
Yes, it's a return to faith, to peace, to trust. It's like remembering that life is still on your side,
even when it doesn't look that way.
Renewal is gentle but powerful. It doesn't demand, it invites.
And when you say yes to it, life begins to bloom again.
You know, I think starting over teaches you humility too. You realize that you're not in control of everything, and that's okay.
Yes, it's like learning to dance with uncertainty instead of fighting it.
I used to see uncertainty as something to fear. Now I see it as space, room for new things to enter.
That's beautiful. When you stop needing all the answers, you finally make room for new beginnings.
Hope isn't loud, but it's resilient. It's the small flame that refuses to go out.
Exactly. Even in the darkest times, that flame is there, waiting for you to notice it again.
And once you do, even the smallest spark can light up your whole world.
Because hope doesn't need proof. It just needs belief.
Renewal reminds us that we are not our past. We are our potential.
Yes, every day we're rewriting our story, one choice at a time.
That's what gives life its beauty. We are constantly evolving, constantly beginning again.
And that's what makes hope eternal. It lives in our ability to begin again and again.
Sometimes I think of life like a garden. You plant seeds, some bloom, some don't, but you keep planting anyway.
I love that. Renewal is just that. The faith to keep planting even after a long winter.
Because one day, something beautiful will grow where you least expected it.
And when it does, you'll realize it was worth every season of waiting.
So maybe the beauty of starting over is realizing that nothing truly ends.
Yes, every ending is just a doorway.
Not a wall. Hope opens that door. Renewal walks through it.
And starting over, that's the moment you decide to step forward and live again.
It's amazing, isn't it? How life keeps finding ways to renew itself. Through us, around us, within us.
It is. And maybe that's the quiet miracle of being human. We can always begin again.
Always. No matter how many times we fall, the heart still remembers how to rise.
And that's the real beauty of hope. It never truly leaves us. It just waits for us to believe again.